Time check! It's English O'Clock! Ang pag-aaral ng English upang madaling matutunan, bakit hindi natin simplihan? Halika! Manood at makinig sa English Teacher ni Juan!
Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na to, huwag kang matakot. I made learning English easy for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. At pakishare mo na rin sa iba para marami pang mga Juan na gaya mo ang matuto. Hi there! How was your first week? Sana naging maganda ang unang linggo mo. I am here again to teach and discuss with you the lesson for this week. Are you ready? Our lesson for this week is about writing bibliography. The target most essential learning competency covered for this video is use conventions in citing sources. Whenever you are given an assignment or asked to conduct a research about a certain topic, saan kayo madalas kumukuha ng information na kailangan nyo? Books like encyclopedia, online sites, Google, Wikipedia, o diretso kay classmate and kopya? It's very important to check kung reliable ba ang sources ng information nyo. Baka mamaya fake news yan. This is why we really have to pay attention to the sources where we get our information. Some of the things that we need to know is the author and the title of the book to check whether these sources provide credible and reliable information. We do not just copy everything we see on the internet. We only must choose reliable sources, and it is also necessary to recognize and cite these sources. Why cite the source? Here are some important reasons why you need to cite or list the sources. First, it gives credit to the authors. It provides you and the reader with more information about the sources. It shows the writer's credibility, referring to whether his or her sources are reliable. It prevents plagiarism, an act of stealing someone else's ideas and presenting them as your own. One way of citing your sources is through listing them on a separate page of your research paper. This page is what we call a bibliography. Now, let us know more about bibliography. What is bibliography? A bibliography is taken from the Greek word biblion, which means book, and graphia, which means to write. A bibliography contains an alphabetical list of sources like books, periodicals, and websites used by the writer or researcher. A research paper should contain a bibliography written on a separate page and should be located at the end of the paper. Each entry uses a hanging indentation, also known as a second line indentation. Here is an example of bibliography. This is the Chicago-style bibliography. There are many styles or formats in citing or listing sources depending on the subject. The three main citation styles are the following. Number 1. The American Psychological Association or APA style, which is used in social and behavioral sciences. Number 2. The Modern Language Association or MLA style, which is used for writing papers on literature and related subjects like theater or film. Number 3. The Chicago Manual of Style, or CMOS, which is often used in many academic fields, especially in the humanities and social sciences. We will follow the bibliography annotation standard specified in Chicago Manual of Styles 17th edition. Now, these are the types or formats of sources of information, print and online. Print sources. These are sources that have been published in printed format, such as books and periodicals. Books. These are the most common and reliable sources of information. This is the sample format of writing a book bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Title of book, colon. Subtitle, period. Place of publication, colon. Name of publisher, comma, and year of publication. Now take a look at this sample book cover with labels for its different parts. Here are the sample bibliography entry. Books with one author. Perez Caroline, period. Reading and grammar, colon. Grade 8 learners textbook, period. Malolos City, colon. Santos Publishing House Incorporated, comma. 2019, period. Books with 2 to 10 authors. Perez Caroline, Santos Armand, Tinio Raymond, and Villena Ruby, period. Reading and grammar, colon. Grade 8 learners textbook, period. Malolos City, colon. Santos Publishing House Incorporated, comma. 2019, period. Chapter in a book. Perez Caroline, period. Malaysian literature, period, and closed in quotation marks. In reading and grammar, colon. Grade 8 learners textbook, comma. 78 to 87, period. Malolos City, colon. Santos Publishing House Incorporated, comma. 2019, period. Tip: 2 or more authors should be listed in the order as they appear as authors and not necessarily alphabetically. For sources with more than 10 authors, include only the first 7 in the bibliography followed by et al., a Latin phrase which means and others. Periodicals. These are magazines, scholarly journals, newspapers, and newsletters published at regular intervals. Publication dates are essential when citing periodical sources. Under periodicals is the journal. Journal. It is a scholarly, published periodical containing articles written by researchers, professors, and other experts. This is the sample format of writing a journal bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Title of article, period, and closed in quotation marks. Journal title, comma. Issue information, period. Here is the sample. Just follow the format given. Always remember to use the proper punctuation marks and put them in their right places, together with all the data needed in writing your bibliography entry. This is the sample format of writing a journal bibliography. Magazine. It is a periodical publication that contains stories, essays, pictures, and the like, usually published every week or month. What follows is the sample format of writing a magazine bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Title of article, period, enclosed in quotation marks. Magazine title, comma. Issue date, period. Take a look at this example. Smith, Mitch, period. How to change the world, period, enclosed in quotation marks. The Traveler, comma. January 2021, period. Newspaper. It is a periodical that is printed and distributed, usually daily or weekly, containing news, opinions, features, and advertisements. This is the sample format of writing a newspaper bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Title of article, period, enclosed in quotation marks. Newspaper name, comma. Month, day, comma. And year, period. Here is a sample. Tolentino, Reyna, period. Duterte won't stop Pogo operations, period, enclosed in quotation marks. The Manila Times, comma. March 9, comma. 2020, period. Online sources. These refer to any materials or information taken from the internet. Other terms for online sources are electronic sources, web sources, and internet sources. Website. This refers to the collection of files and related resources accessible through the World Wide Web and organized under a domain name. This is the sample format of writing a website bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Page title, period, enclosed in quotation marks. Website title, comma. Publish date or access date, period. URL, period. Here is a sample. E-books or electronic books. These are books that are read on a computer or electronic devices. They are cited exactly as a printed book with the addition of a format at the end of the citation. Kindle, PDF, EPUB, etc. If books are referred online, include the URL at the end of the citation. This is the sample format of writing an e-book bibliography. Author's last name and first name, period. Title of book, period. Place of publication, colon. Name of publisher, period. Year of publication, period. Format or URL, period. Look at the sample bibliography entry here. Online journals. These are journals read from digital libraries or online databases. This is the sample format of writing an online journal bibliography. Author's surname, comma. First name, period. Article title, period, enclosed in quotation marks. Journal title volume, comma. Number issue or year, colon. Page range of article, period. URL of journal article, web page, or name of database. Take a look at the sample entry. Online magazine and online newspaper. These are the online versions of magazines and newspaper. Both sources have the same format in writing a bibliography entry. This is the sample format of writing an online magazine and newspaper bibliography. Author's last name, comma, first name, period. Article title, period, enclosed in quotation marks. Newspaper or magazine title, comma, month, day, comma, year, period. URL, period. Here are the sample entries. So remember, bibliographic information is important to avoid plagiarism and to avoid being a fake news victim. Bibliography is perhaps the most important element in a research exercise. Without a bibliography, the work is in essence useless. While this may sound extreme, always keep in mind that research without fact-checking is worthless.
So did you learn something today? Sure ako na hindi ka na nosebleed. If you want more of this video tutorial and learn English in a light speed, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-turn on ang notification button para updated ka sa mga bagong lessons. Ako ang teacher mo, ang English teacher ni Juan. Class dismissed! See ya!